What happens when your tenant stops paying rent? It's the question every landlord in California dreads, but most assume it won't happen to them. They think, my tenant's nice, they have a good job, it'll be fine. But in Los Angeles and Ventura counties, when it's not fine, it becomes a financial catastrophe. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on the real eviction process. This isn't a legal jargon-filled lecture. This is the step-by-step, month-by-month nightmare of what really happens and what it can cost you. Hi everybody, I'm Larry Fleischman, and my company, Southland Property Management, specializes in one thing: protecting rental property owners in one of the most tenant-friendly legal environments in the country. We manage dozens of properties through market booms and bursts, and we've seen firsthand how a single bad tenant can wipe out years of profit for a self-managing landlord. What I'm about to share is based on our direct experience in the county court system. So pay close attention, because understanding this timeline is the key to protecting your investment. So let's start the clock. Month 1, your tenant misses their rent payment. You post a 3-day notice to pay or quit. You're frustrated, but you assume they'll pay. And they don't. Total loss? 1 month's rent. All right, month 2, the notice is expired. Now you have to hire an attorney to file an unlawful detainer lawsuit. Now, this costs between $1,000 and $2,000 just to get started. The tenant is served and they have a short window to respond. Your total loss? 2 months rent plus $2,000 in legal fees. Okay, month 3, 3 to 5. This is where the delays begin. The county courts are incredibly backlogged. You're waiting for a court date. The tenant's attorney files motions to delay. They might claim the property is uninhabitable or that you served notice incorrectly. Each delay is another month of zero income. Total loss? 5 months of rent and ongoing legal fees. Okay, month 6, you finally get your day in court. If you've done everything perfectly, you might win a judgment. But often the tenant doesn't show up or the judge grants a continuance. Best case scenario, you win. Worst case, the judge finds a tiny error in your paperwork and dismisses the case. You have to start the entire process all over again. Total loss, 6 months rent. Okay, months 7 to 9. You've won the judgment, but it's not over. You now have to get a writ of possession and deliver it to the sheriff's department. The sheriff's department is also backlogged. You wait for them to schedule the final lockout. The tenant is still in your property, not paying rent. Total loss, 9 months rent. Okay, month 10. The sheriff finally arrives and performs the lockout. The tenant's gone, but their belongings are not. Now you have a legal obligation to store their personal property for 15 days and send them a notice to retrieve it. And you finally get to see the condition of your property. Unfortunately, often there's some damage. Total loss, 10 months rent, plus storage costs, plus repair costs. So let's do the math. For a property renting at $3,500 a month in Santa Clarita, a 10-month eviction doesn't just cost you $35,000 in lost rent. It's $35,000 in lost rent, plus $5,000 to $8,000 in legal fees, plus $10,000 or more in repairs for damaged floors, walls, and appliances. You're looking at a total financial loss of over $50,000. One bad tenant can erase years of your rental profit. It's the single greatest threat to your investment. So how do you protect yourself? The answer is simple. The only way to win the eviction game in California is to never play it. Look, protection doesn't come from having the best eviction attorney. It comes from having a tenant screening system so rigorous that it filters out potential problems before they ever sign a lease. It's about verifying income at the source, analyzing credit history for patterns of non-payment and conducting deep rental history checks with past landlords, not just the current one. That system is the shield that protects your property. And if you're self-managing your property, you might be feeling a little exposed right now. That's why I want to offer you a free property risk assessment. My team will review your current lease and tenant screening process and show you where you might be vulnerable. We'll give you our professional tenant screening checklist that we use to protect our clients' properties. And we'll give it to you free. There's no obligation. Just click the link in the description right down below or email us at info@southlandpm.com with the subject line Risk Assessment. Don't wait for a crisis to find out your investment's at risk. A proactive strategy is your best defense. Hey, if you're a landlord or investor, please be sure to subscribe, because in our next video, we're going to deep dive into that very screening system and show you exactly how to spot the red flags on a rental application. I'm Larry Fleischman. I appreciate you joining us here today. Thanks for watching, and stay protected. And we'll see you in the next video.